So everyone, here's the thing. When it comes to, like I say all the time, when it comes to every topic, every concept on the arithmetic reasoning, there's a main idea behind that concept. And there could also be a formula. So when it comes to percents, first you need to understand that there's a formula. Here's the formula right here. The formula that you're going to be using is the percent times the original equals the result.
And before we continue, one of the main frustrations that so many people have with the ASVAB is not knowing what to study and how to study to begin with. So if you're one of those people that can do a good job if everything's lined up for you, then go ahead and join our program. We have all the classes, all the recordings, all the courses with practice questions, with videos, and you can text me all the way up until you pass. So that's how it works. It's very simple, straightforward, and it gets you to the score and the job you want. Check out the link in the description of this video to learn more and sign up now.
And so when it comes to this formula, there is actually going to be a main idea that goes along with it. Who can tell me what the main idea is for percents? What is the main idea for percents? That's right. So those of you that have been to my classes, boom, there it is. The percent that you apply is the result that you get. So all that means is this, everybody. I'm going to highlight this for you because I don't have much time left, but we have percent here and result there. The percent that you apply is the result that you get. So in this question, when we are looking for how many pieces are currently in place, well, guess what, my party people? This percent right here says successfully positioned, successfully positioned 64% of the pieces. So when they tell you that you have 64% of the pieces in place, when you apply that 64%, that's going to give you the number of pieces in place. So right there, in place. Cool. So this is the thing about percents. The percent that you put into the formula is going to represent the same idea as the number you get at the end. So since we plugged in 64%, and that represents the percent of the pieces in place, when you do all the math, you're going to get the number of pieces in place. Yes or no? Does that make sense? So that's the big key there. So once you have that big key, booyah, you're good. So what we're going to have now is just making sure that we're plugging in the right original. And what you plug in for the original is the whole thing, the 100%. What's there from the get-go, from the beginning? What's that beginning total amount? And that's right here. It says the project requires 9,600 domino pieces. So let me actually not confuse the heck out of y'all and use green. The project requires 9,600 domino pieces. That's the original amount. It originally required 9,600. So booyah. We plug that in, and that's what's going to give us our answer. So it seems like a simple setup, but you have to know where these pieces come into play. You have to know, because if you don't, you're not putting yourself in a good position to succeed. So with that, remember, all of these types of questions as well were also put into the program. You have all the step-by-step solutions, but let me show you how to go ahead and do this one here. So here, everybody, when we multiply by percents, we first have to turn them into what? We got to convert them into a decimal, that's right. So 64%, what does that turn into? 0.64, that's correct. So boom, you move that decimal place over once, twice to the left. So that's going to be 0.64 times 9,600. And that's going to equal, again, the number of pieces that are in place. Now that you have that there, we're set. We're going to go ahead and actually multiply and we're done. So here.
And so whether this is your first or 50th YouTube video of mine, it doesn't matter. Why don't you join me for a live class? That way you can ask questions, raise your score, and get the job you want for free.
Again, I host classes once a week on Zoom, typically on Mondays. So go ahead and click the link up there or down here somewhere, register for free, and you get my free practice test that has video solutions so you can learn from every mistake. That's what it's all about here, my party people. I want to help you succeed, so don't hesitate. Sign up for free, and then let's get back to this problem here. Let's keep raising our scores. 9,600 times 0.64. And what we're going to do is we're going to ignore the decimal, and we're going to bring that decimal back at the end. So here we go. So here's 0 times 4, that's going to be 0. 0 times 4, that'll be 0. 6 times 4, that'll be 24. 9 times 4, that'll be 36. Carry that 2, that'll be 38. Plug a 0 in. 0 times 6, 0 times 6. Then 6 times 6, that'll be 36. Then 9 times 6, that's going to give us 54. Carry the 3, that'll be 57. All right, so now we have 0, 0, 4, 14, 11, and 6. Everyone, what do we do? What do we do to finish this up? What do we got to do? Right, we're going to bring the decimal places back. So that'll end up being 1, 2, 1, 2. So that'll be 6,144 pieces that are in place currently. And there, boom, that'll be B6144. And before you go, if you like what you saw and you want to raise your score with thousands of practice problems just like that, so you can lower that test anxiety, raise that confidence, go to this link right here to check out the full program. There's a video that shows you exactly how it works, but you're going to get lessons, guided practice, worksheets, speed drills, and everything that you need to feel supported from day one all the way until you pass. Again, I'm Coach Anderson, and I'll see you soon.